Hello, everybody. So I just want to let you guys know, do you agree or disagree? And I'm not asking this question to anybody who have asked this to in other videos about the election, but in this video, if you're new to my channel, you started watching my videos for the first time, new viewers, welcome to the channel. If you want a shout out, just let me know in the comments below. The question is, do you agree or disagree that both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris should not be running for president, and we need two new candidates running for office, Republican and Democrat, so we can have somebody new, young, smart, who's educated on the U.S. Constitution, who know the events and everything that's going on in the United States and the countries, and that can fix the problems like with expensive health care. Somebody for their health, something that is for their own good that they need. And for Medicaid and Medicare, especially for the elderly, who's going to take care of them? Also, may I remind you that even here in the state of Pennsylvania, it's much cheaper to buy a car. It's much cheaper to make an appointment and all these things than it is in Florida. Making an appointment doesn't cost anything, but you do have to go through a lot to go. Depends if you make the appointment online or whatever, whether you go to a haircut place or an appointment with a doctor or a nurse or whatever. It costs money. And you have to pay for it. And it costs a lot of money. Also due to the pandemic and to inflation. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And the pandemic and the horrible things that have happened in 2020 have 100% affected the whole, 80% affected the whole world. And why wasn't China's prime minister held accountable for that in China, in Asia? What is going on? If any other country would have done that, they would have been held accountable immediately, ASAP. Donald Trump was held accountable. That's why he lost the election in 2020, due to also how he handled the pandemic. Was he responsible for it? No, that was China. Not the citizens of China, but their government and the labs and all that were responsible for it. And this whole uproar about vaccines did not cause the pandemic, okay? But it was the cure for it. The thing is, guys, let me tell you something. We need candidates who are actually going to run for president, get elected. See, guys, let's do this whole job process thing. When candidates are running for president, it's like applicants applying for a job. They apply, and here comes a debate next month, September 10th, the interview of the whole country interviewing Kamala Harris and Donald Trump to see who's more qualified to run the country for next year in 2025, if who's elected or re-elected. Because Kamala Harris getting elected or Donald Trump getting winning re-election, who knows? We don't know yet. But the debate is like an interview, to interview who's more qualified to run the country. And then after that, you have the election day, November 5th. Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. To see who's hired for the job. And guess what? If Donald Trump loses the election again, and this will be the second time he loses. First to Joe Biden, now to Kamala Harris. Who knows what's going to happen? You think it was bad before, wait till it happens in 2024, November. After November 5th, we'll see what happens with this protest. Because I guarantee you, one side's going to protest because they think their side, because the other side was rigged. See, Donald Trump complaining about the election, saying it was rigged, is like an applicant like me saying, oh, how come I didn't get the job? We give it to someone else. Why me? But when that happened to me once, I didn't complain. I just moved on. And so should he. But he didn't move on once. He's not going to move on twice. Let me tell you something. He doesn't need the job. Donald Trump needs to move on with his life. And suck it up, buttercup. Move on. Be a man. You're almost 80 years old. Time to man up. Get out of your bubble wherever you're at and just move on with your life. Mike Pence moved on. His former vice president moved on. I don't hear Mike Pence complaining about it. Nobody hears him complaining about it. Kamala Harris is more qualified because she was an attorney. Boy, she could prosecute Donald Trump with a debate on that stage. I guarantee you September 10th is coming, guys. It can't come soon enough. it's gonna be the debate, and I can't wait. She's gonna roast him and toast him and coast him and make him take notes on what she's saying. Not make him, but because Donald Trump's gonna repeat everything like a parrot. He's gonna say the same thing he does in 2020 and all these things. He's going to repeat the past by bringing it up the past. Kamala Harris is gonna roast him, and she's gonna be like, "Oh no, you didn't," and then they're gonna go back and forth. Watch. Not like what happened in 2020 with Donald Trump or Joe Biden, but he's saying that he doesn't want to debate her because of the nominee. She wasn't the nominee, but she is now. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, too. Donald Trump needs to understand, just because someone else wins the election and gets the job, that doesn't mean that it's rigged or it was stolen. Now, his campaign did get hacked. That's true. He's right about that. But how did it get hacked? That's the question. Not that it happened, but how did it happen? Why did Donald Trump's campaign get hacked? And it can't just be Democrats. It's got to be other countries or something. Like databases. It's like 2016 all over again. They're trying to get into Donald Trump wins. That's what it seems is going to happen. That's cheating. Cheating? You're not supposed to cheat. Isn't that a sin? You're not supposed to do that. That's a big no-no right there. If anybody else would do the same exact thing, they would have been in trouble for it. See, guys, if other countries were to do the same thing like this in the United States is the greatest, most richest country, the best economy in the world, and you mean to tell me the elections are like this? There's something wrong. They're suspicious about that. We're the best country in the world, and all of a sudden these elections are being hacked and rigged. Something's going on. When Donald Trump says his campaign was hacked, there's no evidence of it. Now, where's the evidence? Where is there any shred of evidence? Or is he just making that up just to win, or to think it was rigged again? Now, maybe it was. Now, if they're cheating so he loses, that's a different story. But it happened once in 2020. It's going to happen again in 2024. See, guys, this doesn't seem fair. That's like playing a game of chess, and you think you're the king and you're going to get everything. That's not true. That's like trying to... Guys, why is the United States being like this now? We're in the 21st century. The past is over. Okay? It's 2024. If Donald Trump is not lying, they came out on the news, everyone is saying that Donald Trump's campaign was hacked. Do you guys think it's going to be rigged? Maybe it was rigged before, who knows, but no evidence of it. Courts even said there was no evidence. I saw the news, I've watched it, I know what it says. The American people are on to these cheaters and whoever did it. Guys, get out and register to vote.